This is not a science fiction movie. This is what Shanghai could look like in just a few decades. If global temperature rise by just 2 degrees, large part of our city, homes, streets, and schools could disappear underwater.
More than 20 million people live here, and we are all in danger. That's why we need to act.
Shanghai was heavily impacted by a powerful typhoon that brought torrential rains across the city, leading to significant challenges during the early morning rush hour. Rainfall was intense and continuous, with cumulative amounts in some areas surpassing 180 mm, a level rarely seen outside of typhoon season. Widespread rain and high water levels put enormous strain on urban infrastructure, causing flooding in multiple city districts and creating extensive obstacles.
And it's not just a weather problem. Sea level rise makes flooding more frequent and more dangerous, especially during storms.
Flooding like this used to happen once every few years. Now, it's becoming a new normal.
Chinese Environment Ministry noted that China's coastal areas have risen by over 3 millimeters per year over the recent few decades. How much of a threat does rising sea levels pose for China, especially when we look at big cities like Shanghai?
The risk is huge, and it's already proven. You mentioned Shanghai. Actually, Shanghai is located in the Yangtze River Delta region. Not only this region, but also the Pearl River Delta region, where Guangzhou, Shenzhen are next to Hong Kong. That particular region has also proven very vulnerable. China, if you look at the coastal areas, more than half of the population clustered reside actually in coastal regions there, and this region, the coastal region happens to be the economically most advanced, population most densely populated, and if you look at the concentration of industrial activities, manufacturing, supply chain, whatever, many of them actually are located in these regions there. From an impact perspective, and I think flooding, sea level rise plus actually flooding, has been experienced more and more. We already started to experience coastal erosion and also damage to coastal habitats, as well as salinization of the surface and groundwater there. So the impact is huge. I think one, of course, on people's lives and the livelihoods, and then also on the infrastructure, both the urban infrastructure, but also industrial infrastructure, and also actually we've started to see damages actually to the ecosystems along the coastal areas like wetlands, and other habitats, and already threatening dramatically the other lives on Earth as well.
Why we're making this video? To raise awareness about sea level rise in Shanghai, which is impacting our community, and before it's too late.
What's up?
开始了吗？
What's up? Here we're interviewing some of our SD students from Shanghai. This is Gary Wang and this is Lola Hu. So, first question. Have you noticed any changes in the weather or flooding in Shanghai over the past few years due to sea level rise?
Yeah.
For example?
More rain, higher temperature.
That's good. And what about you, Lola?
Yeah. Higher temperature and more typhoon.
Okay, great. Do you worry about how sea level rise might affect your home or community in the future?
No,
Why?
not that dramatic.
Okay, what about you?
Yes. Like, no.
The very dramatic answer.
Third question. 重录。Okay, now we are interviewing one of our SD students from Shanghai about Shanghai sea level rise. The first question: have you noticed any changes in the weather or flooding in Shanghai over the past few years?
Yeah, I feel like there are more typhoons happening, and like the temperature got high.
Okay, great. Do you worry about how sea level rises might affect your home or community in the future?
Yeah, I may lose home.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking about too. What do you think the government or people should do to deal with the sea level rise?
People should like pick up trash and not like hurting the environment.
Yeah, and also planting more trees. Then probably riding a scooter instead of taking a vehicle. 4. How much do you know about climate change and its impact on Shanghai?
Not a lot.
Okay. Would you support stronger climate policies or changes to protect the city? Why or why not?
Sure. Well, like everyone needs home, and like the environmental change damages may like cause a lot of animals lose their home.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Lola. It's a great interview. Thank you. Good, very good. We identified 2 main needs. First, students and families didn't fully understand how sea level rise could affect our area. Second, there wasn't enough awareness on China's social media about how serious the problem is. To solve this, we created educational posters and held a short climate awareness session at school. Then, we posted this video and other resources on platforms like WeChat and Xiaohongshu to reach more people and raise awareness. This is, we made some education videos about sea level rise in Shanghai and its impact. And we posted online in Red Notes and we got some comments and likes. People like it. We hope this video helps more people understand what's happening in Shanghai and why it matters.
We can't stop sea level rise overnight, but we can raise awareness, take attention, and protect our community together. We hope and we believe that with small steps today, we can create a safer future for Shanghai. Let's go!